the sort of second bit of this morning of Witchy Ways, and that was a bit squeaky. And I put a little video up before I went to Tatton Park with little Finn, my sister and her son. We had a nice time, and I collected, well, got a thing about sticks at the minute because I've been making my dream catchers, and I showed you this morning if you saw the other video. I said I was going to do some sort of like wall hanging, or even a like dream catcher in a triangle shape, or not the normal round one, I don't know. But then today when we were playing around near the trees where we were today, I saw this big branch on the floor. I've not snapped it off a tree or anything, but I like the colour of it, and I thought, oh yeah, I could make a really, really big one, because I just want to make a few things with wood. So, or I could even connect this to it and do I don't know yet. I'll come up with something. And then I picked one of these up because I was showing Finn, which is nice, but I want that for my altar for winter, or if I collect quite a lot, next time I go there or anywhere else where I see these, I can, make to put on a wreath, handmade wreath, get a load of twigs, and then, I'm not buying one when I can make one. Or Finn can make little hedgehogs, glue some googly eyes on, paint it a bit, make some hedgehogs. I don't know. I'll probably come up with some ideas for it, but I got them, and it was dead nice there today. And I did think we were sat under an oak tree today, but it wasn't. It was a I can't remember what it was. It was really nice there today. And on the way out, I couldn't film it because they were quite far away. I was like, oh, I thought they were here. A load of deer. They were all together. I was like, oh, I wish we'd have noticed earlier, because I would have gone over and tried to film them, because I've always loved deers, and especially stags, because of years ago, if anyone remembers this. And I mean the old one, not the, I think it was an older one, and then there was a sort of modernish one. I can't remember if the older one, I don't know when, 80s, I don't know, Robin Hood, and then I think he had dark hair in the first one, and then when they made a new series, it's like a series, Robin Hood, the Hooded Man, that song, Robin Hood, the Hooded Man, don't know if anyone knows it, remembers it, but I do. And then it was another guy with blonde hair, I think, or the other way around. I think it was brown hair first and then blonde. I used to love that, where the stag or guy or whatever used to come out of the forest. That's a bit to do with, like, pagan wick or whatever. Stag, like, herding in the forest. Yeah. So I've always loved that, which, funnily enough, when I was going on about tattoos, I've seen another tattoo now. Don't know what I'm going to get done. Because obviously with my little witchy wooey Mother Earth hair, that still needs to get finished off. I've seen, talking about deers and stags, I did see, I thought these were gorgeous. Let's see if I can show you. I like this sort of one. So it's got like a little bit of green on it. And then I think this one's gorgeous because it's got the moon in the back as well. If you can see it. Gorgeous. And there's quite a few on here. I like this one. It's on someone's leg. I wouldn't be having it on my leg, because I like all the droplet things on it. Like I've got a few hanging off the lady's hair. You can't see it properly. I like this one. And I think there was, I just like the style where they have things draping on them. But yeah, I don't know if anyone remembers Robin Hood, the Hooded Man. I think it was just called Robin Hood, I'm not sure, but I used to love that. So that always reminds me of that. But I like deers and stags and things. But yeah, so I got them. I think I said I was just going to tell you my card readings from, I think it was today and yesterday. I think yesterday was this one, which was Nature's Whispers. I have shown these before, but I just love them. They're so gorgeous, the cards. They're all like butterflies on the front because I love butterflies, hence why I've got them here. So they all have them on the front, and then pictures. I don't know if they're going to come across. I think this has to be one of my favourite packs. Gorgeous. Show you a few. Just really pretty, and you can see loads of different things. Hope and happiness. But they're all like that, very colourful and very beautiful. I'd love to have it blown up, you know, and have some on the walls. I think it'd look gorgeous because I want to get some colour on my walls. So I think it was this one yesterday. So I picked up, I have to get it in the right order. I think it was, yeah, I think it was Empowerment. This one. And then I got Show Your Support. And Intuition. So I'll just give you a snippet of what these said. So Show Your Support said, it says, take time to encourage a colleague, co-worker, family member or friend. Be a strong shoulder or willing volunteer to run errands. Provide a safe place for another's concerns and feelings to be discussed, and be a good listener. Jump in on providing extra time. Sponsor someone else's work. Sharing someone else's success. All of nature continually shows us the value in creating a strong network. The trees provide shelter and support for many different inhabitants. We are community, and when we support each other, everyone gains. That was saying that because these are oracle cards. That was really nice. And then the second one was Empowerment, which says, the moment for respect for life and all living things, attuning to nature and to the creatures of the earth is at hand. Tune into the deep well of compassion that spills over readily to anyone who needs your help. You are being directed to take action, to remove difficulties and resolve problems. Be receptive to guidance from wherever it happens to come. Don't be surprised to receive support from unusual avenues. Be alert to seemingly random input, which will give you clues and ideas that had not occurred to you earlier. Once you have picked up these signs, pursue them diligently and with determination. The potential for them to pay off is immense. As soon as you know what action to take, take it. And that's funny about signs, because at weekend, I can't remember if I mentioned this the other day, but at weekend, not weekend, I think it was Friday, my sister said that she wanted, a fella came home with, like the names for the Grand National, and she was like, the first one she saw first was Arthur, which we would have said that because my great granddad was called Arthur, but she didn't put any money on. I think she was going to, but she didn't. And that's the one that won. And she was like, when she found out yesterday, she was like, oh my God, can't believe it. It was staring us in the face and I didn't even put any money on. I was like, you should have done it, you should have done it. Because I know a friend that was telling a story where she works, there was a man, I think she works in Asda, and she was helping him around shopping because he was about 91, I think she said. I'm sure she said, if I'm right, he was talking to her and that she was helping him, and his name was Arthur, so I think she only put £1 on, but it won. So I said, next time, Nicole, I said, ooh, we'll all have to put some money on, but yeah, it was funny. So, and then the last one was intuition, which I've been talking about because it goes in with these cards and everything. Use your intuition. In this moment, draw on the energies of harmony and union. When making a choice, the current situation is best supported using intuition and not intellect. There may be difficult decisions to be made that are not necessarily about love. Consciously be aware of what interests you, what attracts your attention, what stirs your imagination and creates passion in your life. Do your best to ignore the persuasion of what others might say or think. Trust yourself and don't allow your opinion to be swayed. Which, yeah, because I mean it's a bit like on here. I do the things I do, and like some people might think some of it's mad or not, or what I'm going on about recently with this channel I'm doing, witchy ways and that. And maybe you've seen a difference from the beginning to now, but I think there is a change in me anyway through certain things that's happened. But I don't mind putting them up for everyone to see, and I don't care what people think, friends, family, whatever. I'm not really bothered because, like I said, as long as you're not harming anyone and you're happy, you know, it doesn't really matter. You just do what you want, whatever makes you happy. Especially as you get older, I think we know, don't we? As you're getting older, you start to give a toss less and less. I don't mean you're not caring about people or anything, it's just you're not bothered about what people think, you know. If you wanted to dye your hair bright pink and purple, so what, do it. If you want to dress in vibrant, bright, mad clothes that don't really match, do it if that's what you've always wanted to do. Who cares? Because the people who might look at you funny or, I don't know, might have an opinion to say something, they'll be onto something else in the end anyway on looking at somebody else. But sometimes that's because deep down inside maybe they want to do that, maybe they want to dress a certain way or wear certain makeup in a certain way or dye the hair a certain colour, but they're afraid, you know, I've said this before, that the friends and family or people they know, they're bothered about people looking at them or what they're going to say if they reveal their true self, and they shouldn't be. You should just do what you want because we're not on the planet for long. So yeah, so that was those oracle cards. I'm sure that was yesterday. And then these, the Hidden Realms, my witchy ones, my other ones. I got, this was really funny actually, because I've seen him twice now. I got the High Lord of Gratitude and Service, which I've said, keep going on about, banging on about gratitude and saying thanks for, you know, being grateful. And I do mine at night time. And it's really funny because he's like a Buddhist monk person, she's not a monkey person, monk, Buddhist. And there is one round where I live. I think, did I say this before? And I saw him about 2 weeks ago, and I saw him yesterday coming back from the cemetery, walking up the road, and he's orange. Is it Buddhist in orange? And the shaven head, and he has a little plait at the back. But I did say to Finn's Nana, I know this sounds stupid, it was warm yesterday, but I said, he must have a coat in winter because he'd be freezing because the stuff he wears is not thick. And she went, no, I've seen him before in winter. I said, surely he must walk around in a coat in winter. I mean, we are in England. I'm like, oh, he must wear a coat. But yeah, I keep seeing him lately. And then I got the Eagle King, the big picture, Angelic Help. And the last one I got was a Hawk Prince, Spirit Communication, Paying Attention. Which I'll tell that to my sister because she wasn't paying attention when it said Arthur for the Grand National. So, what's that? But I'm hoping to start learning these where I don't have to look in the book. And I said the other day where I'm going to pull them out and see what I think it says, write it down before I look at it. But not on these ones, I haven't. Right, so this one is, the High Lord of Gratitude and Service has arrived to help you find your purpose today. Feeling gratitude for each moment you experience and loving what is and what has been will remind you that every breath you take, holds a deep and profound awareness. Through small actions and selfless service to another, you're automatically placed upon your highest path, whether you're immediately aware of it or not. The presence of this ally lets you know that you're on the correct path to fulfilling your desires. You're also notified your actions of service and attitude of gratitude will yield riches beyond your wildest dreams, as long as those riches aren't the goal you had in mind. Giving service with no thought of return is what's required of you today. This would also be a good time to write a list reminding yourself of all the things in your life and the world around you that you have to be grateful for. Well, I do, because I do that every night. And the thing about like giving something and not receiving something, I did do the message dropping today, and I did drop it off and I put it in a tree, because there was a lot of, not in a tree, on this piece of fallen tree, but there was a lot of people around there, so hopefully someone will find it. It was in a bag hanging off the tree. I did put a message and then put Dolly Daydream at the bottom, but I didn't put on YouTube. I just put Dolly Daydream. If someone takes the initiative and thinks, I wonder if that person is, they might come on and say someone's found it, but I don't know. And if not, it doesn't matter. It's just that I know that I've put that out there, and if someone does find it, I hope that it puts a smile on the face. And that's all I know, that my sort of presence and energy is sort of about. It was left there for someone to put a smile on the face, and I'll do it when I go to London as well. If your question refers to a relationship, let gratitude be your guide. Be thankful for all you learn from this person. Truly, there are no friends and no enemies, just teachers along life's journey. Be grateful for the laughter and even the tears. The attitude of gratitude is a magnet for true love in all forms. That was nice. And then the second one, the big picture, angelic help, was the Eagle King is a sign that your highest destiny is within reach. You're on the right path now, even if you can't see where you're going. The Eagle King soars above the mountains and valleys of life and is able to see the big picture when you seem to be lost in a bit of a fog. He makes a formidable ally as he takes your prayers up towards the sun and releases them to the divine, which I'm always saying, it's like, you know, a wish or a spell or whatever is going up. You know, you're sending it out there, energy, up to the divine. They will be answered for the highest good of all. It's a fortunate omen when the Eagle King decides to be your ally. So that's great. And then the last one was number 11, which was the Hawk Prince, spirit communication, paying attention. And that was, the Hawk Prince appears with good news. He flies into your life to alert you that a message is coming to help you manifest your destiny. Expect a phone call, a letter or an email or conversation that lets you know the next step to take towards your greatest good, or to tell you that you've arrived at an important stage along your path. The Hawk Prince is also an ally for spirit communication, so pay attention when you think you hear something important pop out at you on the radio, on TV, or in overhearing the conversations of strangers. Spirit is constantly in dialogue with you. Are you listening? Stay open and expect Spirit to speak to you and show you the way to your prosperity in all aspects of your life. Yeah, sometimes you might hear things through the radio, someone saying it just resonates with maybe something you sort of asked for, or, you know, been thinking about, if you know what I mean. Yes, they were quite nice, so I'll do some new ones tomorrow. So yeah, that was that for today. So this is just sort of like the second part. And hopefully I'll be able to show you my boots when they come. Hopefully. Oh, and I've just been laughing at the kilted goth. That's probably you there. We've been having a conversation on Instagram about me wearing black, saying he thinks it looks good, so he thinks if I wear it more, I might get a Viking knocking at my door. Well, you know, so if that's the case, I'll have to wear more black, because, you know, and I changed my eyeliner up today, but I don't think you can, I can't see on this camera, I don't know if you can. I've just pointed it down this way a little bit. I don't know. No fringe. But yeah, but I'm definitely thinking of darkening it up a bit because it was too light in the sun today. But we'll see. So I'll see you in the week. Bye.